Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Auliya Anjani from Batam State Polytechnic with study number 41122010029. I came from class 1A Managerial Accounting. Today I want a presentation about value added tax or VAT. VAT is acronym from Value Added Tax. VAT definition. VAT is consumption tax on goods and service that is levied at each stage of the supply chain is added, from initial production to the point of sale. VAT rates in Indonesia. General VAT rate. This rate can be managed to the 5% at the lowest or 15% at the highest, which will be regulated under the government regulation is 11%. Export of taxable intangible and tangible goods is 0%. Export of certain taxable services such as toll manufacturing, repair and maintenance services related to movable goods, and construction service involving immovable goods is 0%. Products and services not subjected to VAT. Products that are considered as a non-taxable goods include first, product from drilling or mining that are extract from the source such as natural gas, crude oil, coal, geothermal energy, gravel, sand, and gemstone. The second is food and drink served in hotel and restaurant. The third, basic commodities such as salt, rice, soybean, corn, and fresh meat. Non-taxable services include first, medical and health services, second, mild services, third, religious services, four, insurance services, five, educational services, six, public transportation services, seven, hotel services, eight, workforce services, nine, food and catering services, and the last, public telephone services. How do VAT work? The simple principle behind VAT is consumers pay a tax on the products they buy based on the product's value. Example of the value added tax. The first example is a manufacturer purchases raw materials. If a clothing manufacturer purchases raw materials from a textile seller for $5 at the 10% tax rate, the end price is $5.50. $5 for the materials and 50 cents for the VAT. The seller keeps the $5 and pay the extra 50 cents in the VAT to the government. The second example is Dalchos manufacturer buy the raw materials for $2 plus a VAT of 20 cents, payable to the government for a total price is $2.20. Free trade zone in Indonesia. Batam Island, Bintan Island, and Karimun Island are free trade zone in Indonesia. Companies in free trade zone are not required to register as a VAT-able entrepreneur. Delivery of taxable goods and importing of goods into a free trade zone is exempted from VAT. The delivery of intangible taxable goods or taxable services in a free trade zone are also not subjected to VAT. VAT invoices must have the following information. First, unique VAT invoice number provided by the tax authority. The second, name, tax identification number or TIN, and address of the seller. Third, name and address of the customer and their TIN. Four, date of the invoices. Five, clear description of the taxable supplies, including quantities, unit prices, etc. The sixth, net or VAT and gross amounts. The last is foreign currency invoices should include rates used based on the Ministry of the Finance published rates. VAT exemptions. Some import and purchases are exempted from VAT through incentives that are provided by the government. The import and purchases include, first, strategic goods such as machinery and factory equipment. Two, raw material for processing by companies in the bounded zone. Third, import and delivery of services, equipment, and other supplies required to perform a project financed by foreign aid. Four, import and purchases made by companies in certain industries, such as national shipping or island companies. And the last, delivery and or import of taxable goods into a free trade zone. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.